What brings you here? We shall meet again. What brings you here? Go with me. What do you need?
Peggy 16.
Look, I'm involved in things. Dangerous things. So keep your distance.
What was his name again?
Cloud Strife. This is a one-time gig. When it's done, we're done.
Come on, nobody do something this crazy just for money.
You gonna stand there and pretend you can't hear the planet crying out in pain? I know you can!
I'd worry less about the planet and more about the next 5 seconds.
Okay, that was pretty cool. You weren't thinking of leaving Midgar anytime soon, were you?
Well, seems this old friend of mine's in a tight spot. A long time ago I made a promise, so...
I'm really glad to have you back, Cloud. Really glad.
can hear this, eh? Holy shit. Forgot my mic was on. Probably hear me breathing and shit too. Yeah, I guess I probably translated that, eh? Good. I probably write shit a few times I didn't even know it.
Test, test. Testy test.
Yeah, what up, dude?
You can hear me fine?
Yep.
Yeah, cool. So I'll just I'm gonna listen to some tunes and like you know a little bit. So I'll just do this for you and then.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, I'm gonna go max max PVE like you know what I mean.
Yeah, good.
I'm doing that right now. I'm just at my next level, and then I figured I can't wait to see how ridiculous it's gonna look with Blade Fury up plus the new
Oh
improved
my god.
studies.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, it's a little different. Like, I guess it's like, it's not like the worst ratio. It's a little difficult to know when to do it when you're like in the heat of a battle. If you understand, you're like you don't know when to press it because that 10
It's the
energy is
energy,
kind
yeah.
of, you know what I
That
mean?
throws you off.
Why they made it 10? I don't fucking
I
even know
know.
why.
There shouldn't be any requirement.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that. They made it in classes.
Stupid.
I think they, for a warrior, I'm curious if it's rage. That would be really crazy.
I know, that would be fucked. That'd be horrible.
10 rage, really? No. It's gotta be 10 rage.
That's silly.
But yeah, I'm gonna go. I kind of like I was maces stun maces on my dwarf for a little bit.
Yeah?
Before I did hemo, and I took down a 60 fucking mage as like I was just under level 50. I think I was like level 48 and I had bone sniper, and I had but I spec PvP combat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But deep comp. I popped Adrenaline Rush, Cencil. I swear to God, this guy did not expect the shit coming. I fucking had 2 Mace Stun procs, improved kick, and then I had the improved gouge. It was just, I got super lucky.
Yo,
His name?
Yucky, but you were
Yeah.
top 10 on War Main, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just double checking. I'm just telling someone. Top 10 War
Yeah,
Main.
I ended up, I deleted both Yucky Butt and Butt Yucky. I had kind of one of the nights, like, you can restore, and, because I thought I was going to, I was, like, determined I'm going to quit WoW, like, forever now. After, because I wanted to hit Grand Marshal on that server. Just it was pretty fucking hard to do, even though it was 60,000 kills. That was Grand Marshal.
So is that equal to like this kind of grind?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, 60,000 kills. You're pretty much gonna be almost Grand Marshal at that point. It's not fucking easy to get 60,000.
So it's like the same grind as vanilla High Warlord or Grand Marshal.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I mean, my friends had a lot more than 60,000. Doodla, if you can still go on there and look at the War Main. Logo was the first Grand Marshal on this server. He's my best friend, German. He's a really good guy, great bass player. Doodla, DePriest is my fucking. He knows me straight up. I have pictures with him. And Logo, Doodla, Skink Vultra is a great rogue. It pretty much was all Alliance though. Top, there was some Budicus, Orc Warrior, but. We all just rolled Alliance at that point. Not anything against Horde or anything like that, but I was initially Orc on played, and I got to Justicar there. Then we all switched over. That died. We switched.
I see. Damn. So he's been here for a while.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the priest is like, I'm not gonna lie, such a player, like, where I think about him when I'm riding my bicycle, how he pulls off this shit, like, you know what I mean? Like, those players sometimes that, like, you just want on because you know that, they say, like, try hard. It's not try hard. It's, like, literally, if you view this game as, like, you have 1 HP and you're still alive, and you're trying everything to survive to win the match, then that's just playing to your best of your ability. That's not
Well, what is the definition of try hard?
Yeah, people say, what a try hard, bro. What a try hard this. To me, it's not hard to do the things that we do. It's normal. So it's not trying hard, it's trying normal. And then you get people that like, oh, this fucking rogue is using every one of his cooldowns. Well, I'll put it like this. Let me do the math for you. I have I'll count it right on my bar right now.
Yeah.
1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 abilities that are on a 20-second plus cooldown, and most of them are on a 5-minute cooldown. Everything else is just hemorrhage, and I have my thing combo point. Essentially, I'm utilizing what Blizzard gave me by fucking moves. What I mean, if you don't want me to use my cooldowns, then that was the dumbest and he had to use his cooldowns. I hate that.
That's what Zam would always say to me. Every time I beat him in a duel, he's just like, oh, he's not going to duel until he has his cooldown.
Like, well, I'm pretty sure I'd have my... Yeah, exactly. Well, here's the thing that I always contest about it. There was this one warrior in Season 1 called Oni. He was an orc warrior. I always feared dueling him, but he was the most honorable dude. He'd always be like, you need prep to beat me. There's no fucking ifs, ands, or buts. I have the best... Like, you know what I mean? Usually you're going to need prep most of the time.
I guess
Probably,
what, another rogue?
Versus a really, really good warrior.
Oh.
Sometimes you don't. I mean, it just depends, but I always needed.
Well, it depends what like season it is or what time of the game it is. Like if it's late vanilla, you're gonna need shitloads of gear and prep.
Yeah, exactly.
But early vanilla, it's easy.
Yeah, but he was just like he was stacked gear. We both were Season 1 gear, but he had Deep Thunder, I think, at that point.
Yeah.
And he just hit straight hard. I mean, you have to play a perfect match. I tell people you have to play a perfect match as a rogue versus a warrior. You can't really get hit once. I was male undead at the time. My name was Mango Salsa. Didn't have stone form to get out of deep.
Wait, when is this? Like what version of WoW?
Burning Crusade.
BC, nice.
I played male undead from vanilla all the way through BC.
And now you think it's too mainstream?
Yeah, it's a little too mainstream. No,
just a little bit.
No, well, a little bit. Like everyone is. I was like, Jesus. It's not like I hate it. It's just I actually made a guy on Earth Fury with my dad, and he's level 16. I got a 16 undead rogue right now.
Oh, really? Another rogue?
Yeah.
Why'd you make another character?
Oh, this was before I rolled Horde on here. And then me and my dad really, really, really wanted to go Horde. So I said, okay, we'll go on Earth Fury. I'll still play my dwarf.
So tell me, what was the thing that pushed you to go Horde? Like, what was the actual thing? Was it just the drama in the last guild?
I didn't really have that many guilds. Like, I had a couple, but it was like, I really didn't. Like, the guilds I had... If you want to know the truth, I usually had my own guild. When we were rank 14, I gave the leader to the other guy, Medul. And I'd make my own guild, and then either it'd just be me in the guild or like some really good people, like 5 or 10 really good people. But I didn't really have guilds. I had them back when I was raiding.
Yeah.
You know, bracket vanilla and stuff like that. But as far as I'm concerned, PvP.
Fuck. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to talk so much.
No. Sorry, I just fell off and died. That's how.
Oh. Yeah, but you kind of see, so like the guilds weren't like that concerning, and then like all the people, some guilds on the Alliance, and I'm not gonna lie, like pretty much most of the people on Alliance, it's hit or miss. I had the worst time on fucking Horde and Phoenix, just like I had the worst time on Alliance on here. Like just the people there, I literally posted on the forums on Phoenix, like fuck that, because they had a costume contest or whatever. I could talk your ear off about all this shit, but they had like a costume contest, and I don't know, how this person won. Well, I do know it was a girl, so they wanted to give the money to 1,000 gold to a girl, and I spent so long on this fucking costume, dude. I had even the rings and all my shit. I look like a shaman on a rogue, on an orc female rogue. It looks sick. Everyone's like, Yucky looks good. You know, I didn't even get like top 3. Number 3 would have been like at least 100 gold.
Yeah.
But I was in the guild with the guy, and then I posted on the fucking forums, I'm like, this shit was rigged. You know, before Trump, this was before the election too. I was like, this shit's rigged. This shit's fucking rigged. And then when Trump started saying that, I literally started dying. I'm like, oh my God, now he's saying this shit's rigged.
Yeah, that's funny.
But yeah, anyways, long story short, I went Alliance on that thing. So the deciding factor on this round probably was just all the assholes on Alliance. Dude, there's a lot of like really cocky people on. Yeah.
Like who?
Especially
who was it? Because I probably know them.
I could definitely Dyke Shot. Dyke Shot is
the hunter, that piece of shit. I hate him.
Is he good 1v1 at 60 or not?
I fucking destroy that kid. He's absolutely trash. He sits in the flare and thinks like, you know, he's very predictable as a hunt. Like when I fight a hunter, like there's good hunters and then there's very predictable ones that always do the scatter trap at the same time. Right. And I always gouge their scatter, so I don't even need to worry about frost reflecting their trap. I just gouge
Yeah.
it at the exact same time they scatter, and my gouge lasts longer. So they're fucked.
Yeah. You know what though? Not even necessarily like Dyke Shot, but he was one of the deciding factors. He's such a fucking idiot. Like him and Dope Boys, they would always stand in Iron Forge and
Yeah.
literally talk trash about me doing the Arena Master. In which, mind you, I only had 4 more to go, and I did it all on my own. I got Dyke Shot. I partied with him, and I actually helped him out. I got 2 of the Arena Masters in which he fucking had, and we killed 60s together.
Oh wow.
But yeah, like I don't know why he would be such a cock to me. Like he
Wait, so what
he
did he
joined
actually
it-
do though to be a bitch to you?
he literally ignored me after it was what happened was he joined Dope Boys, okay, that guild, Dope Boys on Alliance,
Yeah, yeah.
and then he's like, "Oh yeah, I can't do your Arena Master anymore, like with you," because what we were doing was I got him too just to get him to both the trinkets because he was I think he was at the level 50.
Uh-huh.
And he didn't have good trinkets, so that's 100 health. I said, "Hey, I'll start you off. We both got him." I said, "You can loot the chest." So you loot the chest, yada yada yada. So what I was saying was, "Oh, you don't want to do it with me anymore?" He's like, "No, well, Dope Boys, we're doing it together." So then there was another hunter there, a night elf hunter. He had like tier 1 shoulders and shit. Like we're like, "Yucky, why do you even try? Dope Boys is it's gonna take it over." Then it's like he started to adopt like their personality. He's like, "I'm sorry, man. I tried to tell like." But like I'm with Dope Boys now, and then I'm like, I just started talking shit to him. I'm like, this is fucking bullshit. Like we both agreed on, and I got you 2 of them. That could have been 2 more for me. It's not necessarily easy to get the chest sometimes, especially as not a 60.
So
And
it was literally about like being greedy about the chest.
yeah, I was like, what the hell are you talking? And then like he actually was not like the worst guy in the world, but the way he'd talk, he would be a very like cliche talker. He'd say like the oof, not oof, but like you know what I mean, like and call me like I just hate when he call me bra and shit like that. No, I'm not your fucking bra. I don't have boobs. I'm not wearing a bra. Like you know what I mean, like just dumb shit like that. And then I just kind of got on the page with him, because it's not like I only hate him. I hate a lot of people, especially that this mage called Paulie. And my name is Paul in real life. He doesn't even know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, your name in real life is Paulie?
Yeah, Paulie, yeah.
Yeah, and you're talking about Paulie D, right?
No, Paulie the mage.
Oh,
is
okay.
another called Paulie.
Yeah, never mind. I'm thinking of like a show. I think Jersey Shore.
Oh, you're thinking of like what's it?
No, but yeah, I know the no.
Oh,
mage.
Jersey Shore. Yeah.
Jersey Shore. I thought his name was Paulie D for some reason, but yeah, Paulie. The little I dueled
Yeah,
him
he's
actually.
like such an asshole.
Yeah,
But
he was in my
what
stream,
happened-
dude, and he was like, we dueled a few times, and
Did he win?
No, he never beat me once. He knew his place, but then he did some stupid shit. Like he started killing the guy I was with. I was like, "Nah, dude, like that's not happening." Then I killed him. Then he starts getting mad at me in the stream chat.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Dude, what
Yeah,
the
yeah.
fuck, you scumbag! Like, I should have known you
Yeah,
were
he
scum."
started like really going in. I had to actually, I still have the picture to this day. I'll post you the picture after everything's said and done. But I have the only person I don't ignore anyone. That's my motto. I don't ignore people. I want them to speak out. You know, and I want them. Right now, I don't have any on Horde. And I talked to my mom and my dad about this. I said, if you ignore somebody, even in this game, or in real, like you're discrediting some. You could ignore the best person that could give you the coolest advice or the best fucking advice in PvP or PvE. You're ignoring.
Yeah.
It's stupid. Unless they're like spamming you, like he was spamming me all day long, calling me. I forget what the fuck he say to me.
Really? Oh
He
my
was
God.
saying really like, and he kept hitting the whisper, and spamming me, and I'm like, dude, I said I really don't want to ignore you, Paulie. Like, I said I'll say this before I ignore the first person I'm gonna fucking ignore in the server. Like you fucking pushed the wrong buttons. You're just too much, man. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like everyone's gonna kind of like disagree a little bit and agree to disagree.
Yeah. Okay, but at the end of the day, even if you had these disputes with like these handfuls of people, like, it's not like the entire server was like,
No,
vanquishing
I have
you.
I have screenshots of me. I have screenshots of people in /say Yucky Butt for president. Yucky Butt.
Yeah,
for,
so
like,
that's what I'm
just,
saying. So
you know,
what pushed you to leave? Like, there's no
I
specific people could do
I
it.
want what I wanted to do. What pushed me mainly to leave was I thought you were a really cool rogue. Really, I thought that maybe we could fucking make something about the Warsong Gulch. There was not that many good PvPers that I encountered on Alliance.
Uh huh.
I got kind of in too deep with it. I kept leveling, and I wanted to just be a twink. You know that forum post that I made for you? I was just going to be a twink. I got kind of deep into it.
Yeah.
But I think that the main thing was, the deciding factor was I kind of just wanted to prove these fuckers wrong. They would never duel me outside. That beer mage or whatever the guy, no one would ever duel me because they know that, I'm pretty sure they know that they would lose.
Beer mage. Isn't that the guy that made the PvP video?
Yeah.
You
So,
know,
like,
I two-shot him. Sorry, go ahead. Like in a global, like in a second. So that was our duel.
oh my god. So yeah, he wouldn't do that, and you know what? So I'm saying, you know what? If you don't want to duel me, it's easier for me to just re-roll, and then I don't have to duel anyone. I could just fucking gank it if I at any moment. You know what I mean? So, and as far as Horde's been concerned, I haven't had any issues. Maybe a couple of people just for kind of like messing with me, yucky butt, you Dwarvens, go back. You know, I had this guy following me around, yelling in Orgrimmar. Yogi Butt is a Dwarven scum. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy?
Jesus.
It was actually really, really, really funny. I thought he was amazing. I was like, this guy is fucking.
Dude, so someone in my chat just said Beer Mage spammed his video on all the forums. So
Really?
yeah, so remember how he was spamming it in the Discord? In the Crown Crush Discord? That's where I saw it. I didn't even watch it. Of course I didn't watch it. But that's where I saw him post it. And then someone said obviously he posted on our forums, but apparently he's been posting on every fucking server forum.
No way.
Oh my god. That's
Wow.
desperate. That's so desperate.
It is desperate. Like, I mean, at this point, like, you know what? I'm not gonna lie, dude. I'm a straight shooter. I was fucking really impressed by your PvP videos. I was watching them, like, this is awesome. You took the time out.
Really? They are so bad, though. Like, you gotta
It doesn't
admit,
matter.
they're bad.
You know what matters though? That you executed, you know, like the time to do it. You know what I mean? I had
guess.
one going. In what the hell was it called? Sony Vista or whatever.
Yeah,
the fuck
see,
it was.
that's what I should have learned with Sony Vegas.
Vegas, yeah, that's what it was back in the day. I had the sickest PvP going for my mail and dad. I was like walking in the Eastern Plague Lands and this like it was, you know what I mean, the cliche kind of shit. But this was back when I was 16, 17 years old, so it was kind of cool back then. It still is cool to this day. It's like Grim.
Yeah, true.
Everyone's like Grim, Grim, Grim. I think the coolest thing about Grim was the way of like what made me like sold me was when he sprinted and gouged over that did the cold blood eviscerate over him. He gouged and sprinted.
Yeah.
I
know,
was like, got him. You definitely got him.
I know, that's like the most iconic thing.
Yeah. It's super cool. Like the way I actually. Oh, see, this guy wants to fight me. Let's try.
Fuck him up. Ah, shit.
Oh. Finished his little. Oh my god, there's more of them! There's too many now. It's a 2v1. I should just go for it, right?
Yep. Go for it.
He laughed at me. Alright.
Oh, of course I have one poison on.
Fuck.
Fuck.
Oh, what a faggot. The guards killed me.
God
Oh, whatever.
damn it.
At least I went for it. It's like, I'm not a pussy, dude. Like, you want to laugh, like a 2v1, 45 versus 41. He was at 10% health. Anyways, alright, I'll sing you this song. It's called Scrounging for Change. Here, let me...
What's it called? Scrounging for change?
Yeah, Scrounging for Change.
Okay.
I made this when I was, like, super fucking depressed. It rings.
When did you make it? Like recently?
Oh, about, like, 3 years ago.
Oh, okay. And is it something that you sing like during while you guys play or something, or is it just?
Oh yeah, we actually. I've had a lot of bands. My favorite band. I could talk more about it. My favorite band ever I had probably was. That's hard to say, but this one that I sang with it was called Lead Brick, and the album was called Electric Shed because we recorded this shit in grid shed.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, so like we'd go into this national grid shed and fucking take all our shit in there. It was so funny. I still have all the recordings of it. This was like really, really makeshift and raw. But I made Scrounging for Change and another one called Livelihood, and then we transitioned to it on a full drum set with a actual bass, and we made a bass drum duo. And I'd sing, and he'd just play the bass. And then
I
we
see.
got, then we got other metal bands like the one I showed you that was a lot more like a lot deeper. We played in New York shit. That was
Damn, dude. That's sick.
yeah. Scrounging is fucking scroungy, dude. One sec. I'm just getting to a safe spot. Yeah, it's like blues. It's like blues jazzy.
Okay, right on.
All right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom quick. I'll be right back. And
All right, dude.
No,
Yo,
I'm
before you go, I just need to let you know I gotta leave in 12 minutes for work. So if
yeah, it's only like a minute long.
Oh,
so
okay,
it doesn't
okay,
really-
cool.
Yeah, I just gotta use the restroom quick.
Yeah,
It's not
sounds
gonna-
good, man.
Okay, perfect. All right, ready?
Yep, ready.
Usually, like I said, it has like backing to it. I won't even snap my fingers. I find myself scrounging for change again now. I got change in my pocket, but who knows when I'll change 'em. I got a nickel, I got a dime. I'm not doing so fine, babe. I find myself scrounging for change again. I got a quarter, I got a penny. My wallet is running on empty, babe. I find myself scrounging for change. She gave me an immaculate conversation, overflowing my expectations, and then she hammered me down like a modern day John Henry. Sorry, I'm laughing.
Dude, that's so good.
1 second, let me redo it. Then she hammered me down like a modern day John Henry. Baby, come on. I gave her a full-blown rendition, a prime evaluation. Gave her a slap to the spine, eventually turning me hearsay, 'cause I crushed every single can embedded in my hand. I've broken the bottles and I'm still scrounging for change. Yeah. Embedded in my bloodstained hands, I've crushed every single can. I've broken the bottles and I've scrounging for change. Then it goes into another part called like that was scrounging, and then everything you thought was. It's kind of cool though.
Dude, that was really, really impressive. Good job.
Really,
man.
though?
Yeah. I honestly, I was sitting there with my leg, like my knee, and it just started
Yeah.
going off. Like I was just like subconsciously like going with you. I was like, yeah, I was into it.
I like the jazz. Like that's what the blue. Like it just one day. I'll tell you how I wrote that song. I was in. We had an old Dodge Caravan, and I really needed some fucking beer, dude. Like, and I'm just looking under like the everything, the carpets everywhere. I'm like, fuck, I'm scrounging right now. Like I am scrounging for change. Like,
Yes.
and I remember I was like, Mom, I think I wrote a new song. Like I think it's scrounging for change. Like, I like the initial lyric. I got change in my pocket, but who knows when I'll change. You know, like that I like that a lot. And I definitely like I said, once I get sober, I think that I could make a fucking really good band.
You definitely could, dude. If you wanted to, you definitely could.
It's hard to find skilled people, though. I will say this: it's very hard to find like very
Yeah,
skilled people.
that's always the hardest part of anything is finding people on your level.
Yeah, because it's fucked up. Because I'll go to open mic night, okay, and I went there before, and they liked me so much on the fucking drum set. We were just all improvising together,
Yeah.
and they're like, "You need to be in the studio, yada yada yada," and I'm like, "Well, then call me. You know, I'll give you my number. Call, like, you know what I mean?" And it's not on my end; it's on your end at this point. And musicians are so stubborn.
Yeah, man.
So, yeah, man.
How would you even look for people? Would you like? There's got to be a lot of ways nowadays, like on social media and
Yeah.
stuff, eh? Like groups and
Well,
stuff.
I don't
maybe?
use Facebook or anything like that. Only because I kind of boycott. But Craigslist waited. Craigslist, decent musicians. I found this one band. They were all older, and I remember I auditioned for them, and they were like, "You are the fucking best drummer ever." Blah, 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 blah. And then all they wanted to do was like fucking like Leonard Skinner covers and like just like covers and shit. I'm like, I'm down. I said, "Are we gonna like gig and make money?" They're like, "Yeah, we're definitely gonna make money." You know, yada yada yada. And I'm like, okay. So I brought my drum set over there, their house, and everything like that, and it just was like, I don't understand like why these like like the main singer and the lead guitarist like always such a fucking routine. I don't know if you don't understand.
You're cutting out.
Always like-
What? You're cutting out a lot right now.
Oh, I'm saying. Oh, I'm sorry. Probably because I got on my the lead guitarist slash singer in every band I've been in that like kind of has one. It's like some mentality that they have. I don't. It's like I don't compute. You know what I mean?
Right.
They have that like it's not even cockiness wouldn't be the word, but like it's just I was in a band with this guy, okay, and I met him on Craigslist, and I know you have to leave soon, but I'll tell you this quick story and it'll put it into perspective. I dug a trench for him for $100. He needed a trench dug, and it was a fucking big trench. And I'm really in good shape, you know what I mean? So I was like, fuck it, I'll dig the trench. If you want to give me $100, it was like a 12-foot long, 4 feet deep, so it's pretty decent. And he needed it for his drainage pipe. So it turns out he was a musician, quote unquote, and he had a little mini studio in this fucking like place next to him. I went in there, I was like, damn, you got drums here, you got everything. He just was like a poser though.
Oh,
because I'm trying to put this in a nutshell. Like he had tattoos, guitars, tattoos. He couldn't keep time. He couldn't do anything. He was one of those guys that like 35 and was like, I want to be the like you know that's fine with me. But don't like act that like it discredits the people that are actually genuinely good. Just like anything, it discredits because like a girl will be like, oh my god, like this is fucking really cool. Like you got your tattoos, like you got your shit. Like you are really good.
Yeah.
And then it would be so funny when the girls would actually come over and like watch us play, and then like he'd have to repeat the song every time. He couldn't keep in time. I'm sitting there like you know, telling him, okay, here's the time signature, blah 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 blah, and then he'd take it as I'm insulting him. I'm like, dude, I'm not insulting you. This is a judgment-free zone, but like, there's only so much like I can take before I'm just gonna leave the band if I can't even fucking get through one song with you.
True. Damn.
He wanted to play Radiohead a lot, and I love Radiohead. He wanted to play Radiohead Creep. I'm like, that's a great song, let's do it. He couldn't get the timing down on pretty much. I'm like, do you practice at all, man? Like, he's like, I've been practicing a lot, Paul. I'm like, I'm sure you have, Scott. Because every week she's like, wasn't it better? And he'd get on the drums. And what am I gonna do? Lie to him? Like,
yeah.
Yeah,
that'd
but
be
you kind of
frustrating.
feel what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly. Because you genuinely want to succeed and like push your band further, but it's hard when people are slacking so hard they just don't take it seriously.
Yeah, and he was the one saying like, "Oh yeah, I've been practicing a lot. You know, I want to show you my improvement." It's like cellophane. I see right through it because I know that you haven't been practicing. It's the same as last week. It's like you can't even. You're sitting there reading the lyrics off your cell phone. To begin with, you can't keep in time. You're out of octave. You're out of like. if you're the main singer, like in any fucking band ever to be created, the main singer to only sing and not play an instrument has to be some phenomenal god of singing, and then that is the presence of the band. It's not some guy that can barely sing and is like timid as a mouse, dude. Like, you know what? Just play guitar and sing, and you know what I mean. It's
Yeah,
like,
for
what the
sure.
fuck you. It's incredible to me. And then we did play one gig because we thought we were good enough. We went to the open mic night, so we had a few covers down. And he goes to introduce ourselves, and he's like, "What's the band name again? What's the band?" We're like, I said, "What the
that would
fuck?"
be it
Because
right
we didn't
there.
know. Yeah, that was really embarrassing, by the way, because we didn't really get a band. He wanted to do Unexpected, the name, because it was unexpected that I would dig a trench for him and then be a drummer.
Oh my god.
So I was like, "Oh, wow, really cool." So then I was like, "Wow, that's really edgy, man." So then we went to the fucking open mic night, and then he looked back. He's like, "Wait, what do we want to call ourselves again?" And then some guy like screamed out a name, and
Yeah?
they fucking said that was our name. I was like,
Wait, he said that?
no, some guy screamed out a name, like,
Yeah.
yeah, and then there was like, and then introducing it was some gay, like it was an insulting name too. I was like, oh my god,
Oh
thank
my
you,
god.
Scott, you freaking retard, dude. And I hate to use the word retard, but like he's definitely borderline because he sends me emails still. Like I had to change my email address because he wants to. Hey Paul, you wondering how you're doing? You know, if you want to drum anything, I kind of don't want to drum.
Yeah, fuck that.
I kind of don't want to, man. And he's older too. I tend to make friends with older people, especially musicians, because it's hard to find somebody on my level. I went through symphonic band, orchestra. I can read music and shit like that. And I want somebody that's kind of like committed. If I'm in a band, I want to love what I do. I don't want to be in like some fucking, country bop band. I want to, be in something I fucking invested in.
Yeah, true.
But anyways, man, it was nice talking to you, and have good luck at work, man. What are you doing? Personal training still?
Yeah, that's all I do. It's just training.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah, I'm impressed, man. I fucking love it. You're ripped too, dude.
No, I'm not, man. And remember that's an old picture too.
True.
I'm not.
Well, hey,
like-
get back into cardio though.
I do cardio. It's just I have a fucked up neck. Like I injured it from doing shoulder press.
Oh no way.
So I can't go heavy for shoulders anymore. And I have really fucked up wrists now too. So I'm like,
Oh.
yeah, it's.
Do you
it's
do
hard for me to go
calisthenics
really
or just weights?
heavy. Right now, just weights. But I used to do calisthenics a little bit.
I actually snapped my collarbone. Like I could send you the picture. It's on my computer. I'll send it to you a little later. I snapped it completely in half.
Jesus.
So this was in a biking accident. So right now it's like it tensed the skin a little bit, but that reduced my strength a little bit. It's like a fucking having a forever, curse on WoW on you that doesn't ever diminish. Like reduces strength by 15.
Yeah, you always feel that, eh?
Yeah, it's actually because I built it up a lot. I built up my strength back, but I will admit that I talked to this one guy about it. He said it's a lifelong thing you have to deal with. You definitely feel it, especially with push-ups and especially with like lifting those pellet bags and stuff. Like it's that strain right then and there, and then my posture gets fucked up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shit, dude.
Yeah, because it's on top of it. It healed and it was on top of the other bone. They didn't brace it or anything. And I said, well, what can I do? They're like, well, we could re-break it and fuck it. I'm like, I kind of don't want to go through that right now.
Fuck that.
I mean, maybe when I get sober and if it's like that bad, like, you know what I mean? Because it tends to skin a lot. Like, if like I was dating this other girl and I showed her, I pulled down my shirt. She's like, oh my God, that's fucking can I touch that? I'm like, I actually don't like when people touch it. It like weirds me out. It feels like it's going to break again. I don't know. It was the worst pain I've ever felt in my entire life. It was fucking horrible.
Fuck, man.
The only thing
Injuries are-
yeah, collarbone's bad.
It's just fucking blows because you always have that. I'm gonna have the same thing with my neck like forever.
Yeah, I know. It's like, and people are, they're like, well, your collarbone is bad because there's no way you can brace it. I had a brace on it, and there's not really much I could do. You move, with your body. You move with your shoulder, and you're lifting up shit. I was screaming bloody murder on my fucking. I couldn't move. I hate taking pills. That's why I just started taking these antidepressants. I can't pick him up till Sunday because my parents are down in Dutchess County right now. So, but anyways, I took these oxys or whatever. They gave me like I think it was 8 of them, and I needed them. They gave me morphine in the fucking hospital and didn't even touch it, dude. And I went, I took that, and I was like, oh my god, at least I'm fucking a little bit better. But I'd pass out. It was fucking bad. I'd scream bloody murder, man.
Fuck, man, that sounds.
I'm a tough dude, dude. You know what I mean? Like, I have a high tolerance for pain. I don't give a fuck. And, like,
Yeah.
I think that collarbone breakage, especially completely in half, the only other thing I can think of that I had the pain was a dry socket. That was really bad pain, too.
Fuck. That's
Dry socket's the worst.
What is that? Dry
That would-
socket?
A dry socket is I had a tooth pulled because it got chipped or whatever.
Mhm.
Then it got compromised because the person that filled it like fucked up a little bit. And
The
it's a
person,
back
like
molar.
The dentist, right?
yeah, sorry, the person that
Just making sure you get your
the
buddy to
person
try
in my
this.
room, like in my shed in my backyard.
Yes.
It just like weird ass like epoxy shit. It only
Yeah.
held for a month, but
Experiment, yeah.
he said it was cheaper. I found him in the newspaper.
There you go.
But I will say though, yeah, I had to get that pulled. It's like the very back molar. That got chipped, and I was pretty fucking bummed to lose that thing, dude. Because this one girl said she was gonna pay for it for me, and I was like, I'll get a root canal. So I got the root canal, and I was like, all right, it's fine. Root canal got compromised, and yeah, I was in so much pain, dude. I remember just riding the lawnmower, doing like cutting the lawn, and it just felt like I was like fading away. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like I can't even I couldn't focus on anything. It was just. And believe me, the collarbone was comparable, but the dry socket was way worse because it was like a designated spot. You know what I mean? And yeah, never get a dry socket. When they tell you when the dentist, if you ever get like a tooth removed or something like that,
Yeah.
avoid a dry socket. Definitely avoid a dry socket. It's the most fucking painful thing you will ever experience, and I've gone through it. So
All right, I'll keep that in mind, man.
Definitely. And hey, scrounge for some change, man.
I will. That was a 6 song, dude. By the way, nice job.
All right, I appreciate that. Yeah, I believe it takes me a lot to build up the confidence to sing for somebody like that sometimes. So glad you like it.
10 out of 10. I've never heard something better that was non-official in my life. 100%.
Sweet, really?
100%.
Or not? That's awesome.
Swear to God.
I swear to God, I made it all myself. You can even look up the lyrics and
I
never
believe
find them
you.
on Google.
I believe you, but I gotta go right now, man. I will be back in
All right.
an hour and a half.
All right, Godspeed. You'll see me at 42 in combat.
All right, perfect. Peace out, buddy.
All right. Yep.